A very good evening, everyone. Can we have the cameras on, if possible? Good evening, Ashuji. Good evening, Jane. Good evening, Radhika.
Good evening.
Good evening, Anuji. Good evening, Shesha. And good evening, Subramanyam ji. We received your namaste. This is Sakshi Rohra here today, who is going to facilitate or just be there as a guide with you to understand the elements of nature, how they are within us, and they help us to bring us back or connect us to ourselves in this whole life that we have come. So, to begin with, let's have a very small, brief introduction of who you are and from where you are. Let's start from Radhika ji. Can you please unmute yourself? Or let's start with Ashu. Could you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sakshi. Hello, Jane. Nice to see you. Anu, hi. I'm Ashu Talwar. I live in Mumbai and I run a food manufacturing and exports business. I'm venturing into life coaching and I'm
He's
excited to
one of the
be part
coaches
of
of
today.
PosiFest.
And I'm one of the facilitator at PosiFest. You'll see me more.
Yes.
And nice to be here. I'm happy to know more about the five elements and about space awareness, what Sakshi is going to talk about today. Thank you, Sakshi.
Thank you. Yes, Jean.
Hi. Um, I guess I'm the international person. I'm live in Melbourne, Australia, so it's a different time for me here. It's later in the evening. I'm also a close friend of Ashu's. We grew very close when my husband and Ashu's husband were doing business together in Mumbai. So I've spent a lot of time in India. My husband Chris was born and raised in Lucknow. So yeah, I'm very excited about this to be invited to join you all. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Anuji.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So, hi, Ashu, Sakshi, Radhika, and Jane. Good to see you all. So, I'm Anu Kapoor. I'm a chocolatier, and my company's name is Chocopearl. And I'm Ashu's good friend. Uh, and yeah, I'm here first time. I don't know anything much about everything. So, Ashu has got me here. Let's see how it goes.
Amazing. Amazing. Yes,
Thank
Shesha.
you.
Thank you. Yes, Shesha.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shesha. I work as a brand communication strategist. I came across this lovely workshop on a WhatsApp group, so very excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Subramanyam ji.
Good afternoon, everybody. Namaskar. I am Subramanian. My age is 72. In fact, I have been introduced to this group by my SAS because I am an ex-student from SAS school, Matinga, Bombay, and born and brought up in Bombay also. So they just told me this group is there, and why don't you join? So frankly, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about this program. Just
This
I
is
have
the
come.
best part. This is the best part when you don't
It
know.
is. I'm
Yeah.
totally blank. Now, as far as my academic this thing goes, I am a retired banker from Indian Overseas Bank. And now also I am working. I am investment advisor. I am an a business associate of, for mutual fund, health insurance, life insurance, share trading and investment, and Sriram deposits, all related work, investment work I am doing. Even though I am very busy. Anyhow, time has to go on. So that is also a message for you. Okay.
Yes.
So anyhow, I really am telling you, I am just attending. without anything what is going to happen. Just I will be learning like anything. Okay. Thank you very
Amazing,
much.
amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, Radhika ji.
Hello,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Radhika. I'm a financial consultant and mutual fund distributor. I work as a freelancer in some other training sessions, and I have attended some of Sakshi's session, and I'm in that group for quite a long time. And in between, I keep on doing whenever possible her session, and I love it. I try to implement like a 21 days course, whatever she has taken me seriously. But in day to day, sometimes just gets skipped. So I just want to be again doing it often so that it gets
Right,
embedded in our day to day life. Yeah.
right. Thank you, Radhika ji. A very warm welcome, Vijaya ji. Would you like to give a brief introduction? Just a small hi. We just attacked her the moment she came in. Okay, so no problem. We'll get to you, Vijaya ji, in a few minutes. So, as Subramaniam ji said, as Radhika said, and as you all, like Jane is from a different time zone altogether. Anu is busy in her chocolate work. Ashu has been in a different field altogether. So, let's appreciate the small moment that we've taken today to give ourselves this 1 hour in our busy schedules, respecting and appreciating and acknowledging that yes, we are busy and we have those things to do, yet there is this little time that we can remove for ourselves, right? So we really need to appreciate ourselves for this. How many of you agree this? That we need to appreciate ourselves for being here today, right? Yes, Anuji, you want to say something? She is with two hands. Probably I feel that we are here today. So, yes, setting the space. This is a space, it is a completely non judgmental space. What we are going to do here, there is nothing right, there is nothing wrong. It is you who are going to talk to you, it is you who is going to meet yourself. So, it's okay, it's perfectly fine if you don't feel like sharing something. But be very true and honest to yourself as we've shared the worksheets also along with what we are discussing. If you haven't printed them, you can write it in your journal or a paper now, and you can print those worksheets later. Sit with your thoughts again and just complete it. It's nothing like a homework or something that we're giving you to complete, but also it's like a small connect to yourself. So many times, when I'm asking you a question, you have a memory back there. But by the time, we try to write it or we try to express it, that moment is gone by. By writing it down, we are validating some of our emotions, we are validating some experiences of our life, and we are acknowledging them, right? And they stay with us. When we write it down, those moments stay with us. This is the reason we emphasize on writing them. So please feel comfortable. There is no rush. It is you talking to your own self. Today, there is a mirror, and you're just looking at yourself with love and compassion. Okay. So, what is space? Can somebody say what is space? Anybody would like to say something on this topic of space? What does space mean to you?
Space means gap
Okay, gap. Okay,
or the entire universe or the entire universe.
okay. Anyone?
Time, I would rather say time between two things, between two people when you need a space of your own,
Okay,
something like that.
okay. Anyone else?
Space boundaries.
Space is boundary. Okay,
I was thinking space was like liminal. It's somewhere in between two points.
okay,
Um, it allows you. It's a place where you stop at times.
Okay. So basically, space is
So
what
may
it
I?
is. Yes, please.
So I thought that space is something in which the entire universe exists and all of us exist.
Okay. And when we connect to space within ourselves, what does that mean? This is the space that we are speaking in the external world. We have different variations, we have different answers, and they all are right in their own space. Correct? So when we have to think about space within us, today you want to keep some clothes in your wardrobe. You will create space, you'll remove your old clothes to keep in the new ones, right? If you want to say probably, your Gmail box is full, you have to clear up the old emails to get in new. So in our personal life, what is space? So for space, according to me, is the absence of noise within us. Can we relate to it? Absence of noise within us. Can anybody elaborate on this? How do you feel about it? Absence of noise within us. Today, so many times we feel like going to a riverside, or when we sit in the nature, we are with less thoughts, aren't we? The chaos is less, the noise externally also becomes less. It gives us a space within us to think and become more clear. It helps us to relax and calm down. So, what are we doing? Why? Because you are creating an awareness. You're observing the river, you're observing the trees, right? That is the awareness that you have created. Are we able to relate to the term? The absence of noise gives us the opportunity to observe, to become more aware about the things within us and externally. One second, we've got some. Okay. True, makes sense. Absolutely. Right. So, with this, let's move on to the next slide. Why are we here? Anybody? As we got a lot of answers, somebody said, my friend has called me, or because my friend is invited, or as Subramaniam ji said, that we got this invite from the school and I'm here and I'm absolutely clueless why I'm here. We all have been building a life, living our life to the T without even knowing where are we heading. How many of us know where are we heading? Have we taken a little bit of our time ever to understand who is the person living this life? We want to understand why are we building it. We want to understand that how are we building it. But are we able to understand or even thought of this point that who is the one building it? Yes, is this valid? Does this make sense to you? Yes, we wake up every morning, forget doing big things. We are on an autopilot mode. We get up, we are on our duties, stressed, complete your work, go back to sleep in the night and get up and we are back again. We fail to even take a moment to see that there is someone who is living this life. Who is this person? So today, before we proceed, I would want you to open your journals, or if you do not have, I will help you with a little question. I want you to write two questions or two thoughts that have been haunting in your head since the past 1 week has been bothering you. It could be small, it could be big, no problem. Two questions that you're seeking clarity for. You don't need to tell it out loud. You don't need to share it with anybody. Just take a moment to write these two questions. Are we done writing the question? If you need more time, you can let us know. We can wait. Absolutely. Okay. Now, these two questions, over the next 7 days, you are not going to turn back and see. These two questions, what you've written down, you're not seeking answers. And you will open this paper or you will go back to these questions after we finish the 7 day journey. Here we are not trying to give you answers, but we are helping you find and discover and get clarity by yourself by understanding these elements. By the end of 7 days, when we have done the other elements, that is air, fire, earth, water, connection, and integration of all these, you will be in a more clearer picture to see these questions with a different perspective. It may not solve your problem, but it may give you a different way to look at it. Okay, so let's go. Let's turn the page. We have an intention setting page. What is my intention for today? Today I am arriving as maybe you were angry, maybe you were fine, maybe you were excited, maybe you were so occupied, but you pushed yourself to be here with some thought, whatever it was. You are arriving as a curious person just to understand what this is. By this, we are just creating space and we are not making or becoming something new. We are not becoming something different. We are just meeting someone who's already existed, who's already existing. Am I right? Are we becoming new? No, we are becoming who we are. We're just trying to understand and see ourselves. Yes, so today I arrive as, then today I hope to understand. What is your expectation, your intention from this? Do write it down. Today I hope to understand. And the third question, today I am willing to complete the sentence. Today I am willing to. Okay, with this, we move on. As children, we have always been curious. We've always been excited to learn, to grow, to ask questions. But as we grow, we are just so occupied with so many things that we lose our own charm of living life. Am I right? For example, if I have to speak about my own self, There was a time in my life when life seemed just perfect. Everything was there, family completed, financially strong, you don't need to work, socially strong, friends are good, family is happy, everything is good. But yet, there is something that makes you feel empty within. How many of us feel that thing that even after everything is there, there is something that is lacking within? Why am I still not feeling that happy within? Why am I not feeling contentment? Or what is it that I'm missing? Right? How many of us feel that? Any answers? You can just unmute yourself and speak. Anybody feeling the same? Yes, okay, Shesha. So, what does this mean? That we have stopped listening to ourselves. When have you sat down with yourself to listen that, okay, Shesha, this is what I need to do? Or, okay, Anu, you need to take a break from your chocolate work, for example, and just sit with yourself. It's okay. You can start tomorrow. Are we sitting and listening to? We are not doing that. Why? Because there is no space. We are not giving the space, and hence there is no awareness, right? A journey within begins with a single moment of awareness. Now, there are people who say, is meditation and awareness the same? What is awareness and what is the difference between awareness and meditation then? Do you think that only by sitting for an hour of meditation can you become more aware? No. Awareness can start even while you're just talking to somebody, even while you're eating, even while you're talking on a call, or you're just traveling. It is just a moment of realization, right? It can happen anytime. So that moment, that shift, again, it is not a journey of, कि एक बार aware हो गए तो you're aware all the time. We all are humans. We become aware at some point of time, and then again we get busy. But again we think that, oh shit, I'm not aware now. But that moment that brings you back is awareness. And we all at our stages are going through the same shifts. Somebody may become a little more aware than the other person, but jumping from one thing to another is very natural, right? So, are we just taking that small step that at least make a point or at least notice that we are trying to become more aware, right? How much of the life are you really living? Can you relate to this? We get up in the morning, we brush, we eat, we drive, and multiple of things. But are we living our life? Let's talk about it a bit. Does anybody feel that? Are we living our life truly? How many of you feel, yes, I am happy and I'm truly living my life to the T? No?
We are living many lives along with us. Not
Yeah.
only living our own life, but live many lives together.
Yeah. How many roles
It's
are we
just been
playing? How many? Things, like I feel like now I've got a dog also. So I'm a dog mom now. So it's like I'm playing a dog mom's role. I'm playing my daughter's mother's role. This role, I'm hop, skip, jump, and everyone expects, iska kaam kiya, why not mine? If you can do this, why not this? If you're doing this, why not this? We are just jumping and running from one place to another. If not physically, definitely aware. We are not stopping or pausing at all, right? Are we even taking that pause or a break? I'm giving you 1 minute to just close your eyes and pause for a moment. Don't force yourself to not do anything. Okay, open your eyes. Do we even allow ourselves this much time? And we put the blame on everyone around us. Arey baithne hi nahi dete, they don't allow us. There's so much of work. Without us, the world will stop. We feel that without us, the world will stop. And the day you don't do, everything is functioning better than what you think. The fact is, the day you don't do, things are working better than how you function it. Let's do a little activity living on an autopilot. We'll open our worksheet. So there are some activities given here. Morning routine, your sleep, your work. What is it that is autopilot? That you get up, आपके पैर खुद ही चल के किचन में पहुंच जाएंगे. You don't even have to think. You're going, हाथ automatically the gas is on, सबके लिए चाय रखा, and then you'll go to brush. How many of us go through this? Somebody has to go to office. First thing you wake up, take your office bag, pack your bags there. The lunch bag is at the table. You don't even say hi, bye, good morning, nothing. You're just out of the house, rushing, autopilot. Everyone else understands and accepts that this is their routine and this is what they're going to do. Right? Where are we doing justice to ourselves? You could mark it down and you could write it down. Certain areas of your life that you feel are autopilot. It could be different for each one of us. Yes, everybody is done. Let's move ahead. Yes, awareness begins with notice. We just did that. We just closed our eyes. When we close our eyes, what happens? We are hearing the sound of the fan. Just for 1 minute, do nothing. Just see what is around you, what is on your table, touch, feel. Even in that moment of when you're watching something, there are thoughts that are passing by. There is an emotion that you go through, right? There is still that upsetness that, somebody told this to me in the morning, which hurt me. That pain is still there, even though we are listening to something else. There is breath which is permanently taking place, up and down, inhale, exhale, without your awareness. Then we just observe the breath coming in, going, coming in, going. Just observe, nothing. Just notice what's happening around you. Yes, are we noticing something? Can somebody share what did you notice?
My dog snoring.
Okay. Anyone else? If I have to join those dots between the previous slide, that is how much of my life in my autopilot mode, are we able to notice something if we relate to that? Anybody would like to share something? Anything that comes to your mind? that I noticed I really, have wasted so much time doing this, or probably it was not even needed. Why did I even do this? Anything that you noticed? Anyone?
It's like if yesterday, from yesterday till today, if you're asking to share,
Hmm.
is
You
that
can say, you can say.
okay? So it was yesterday I was out and I got late and it was raining and I was in a rush to reach home, though no one was waiting for me. But it was like I was feeling guilty. I have not finished my tasks and I need to be home and I do need to finish. When I reached home, I realized I did not need to feel so guilty and I did not need to rush. Everything was at its own pace. Everyone could take care of themselves. And it was just, I was sabotaging myself again and again, thinking, oh, I'm wrong. I should have been there on time for the dinner and then
So, but this
just that.
moment that you felt that I should not be guilty is it self-awareness, right? This is
Yes.
awareness. So let's not understand that awareness is not a huge concept. We are not talking of, being that um consciously aware 24/7. No, it's okay. Take those small movements, small gestures. For example, you just noticed ki, oh, this thought came by. She's talking to me. Sakshi is saying something, but my mind is behind ki, I have to make this for dinner. Okay. So we are not being harsh on ourselves. We are just being aware ki, okay, this thought passed by. Can we just let that thought pass by? It's okay. We can allow it to be there, but not get so entangled with it that it harms us, right? The guilt, if she is not aware that it's no point thinking about it, and if she starts being guilty that no, I should have been home, my family was waiting for me, my family had to do this, oh, they had to go and get food from the kitchen, which is my duty, my responsibility. Can anybody make her happy? Anybody on the planet? You do anything for Ashu until unless she doesn't accept it's okay. I was also stuck in traffic. I was also stuck in rain. Did anybody bother to think about that? Right? I we say when our cup is full, only then we can give. If I am happy, if I'm fine, only then I can do that. Yes, Shesha.
Pretty similar to what was mentioned before. It's like right now, if I'm doing this course and my baby was crying, so I felt guilty as to why did I, take this up. But
Hmm.
you're right, like it's like I noticed that, and then the whole. I think we live in a world where we're constantly multitasking. So even that, like you're doing something and your mind is somewhere else. So that also needs some control somewhere. So if you could help with that, that would be great too.
So exactly this is we are talking about how does this control come? Only when you are aware कि okay, my child cried and I had to be there. Okay, I'm being there now. What is the point of carrying the guilt? Even if you have to leave the meeting for 2 minutes and look at your child, it's okay. If you couldn't because you were asking a question and I was replying and you went after 2 minutes, it's still okay. So you're aware that, okay, your child needed you. You are still there. But the guilt is not the right thing to take it forward. This is what we are trying to say, getting back to the awareness that, yes, I am there is important. And it may happen that you forget for the next 24 hours, but after 24 hours, you still realize it, and it's still awareness. So the practice will happen slowly, slowly. It may happen even after a month. It's okay. As soon as we realize, कि, okay, we have these thoughts coming, okay, the awareness started that your mind is running somewhere else. The first step to anything is awareness, right? If you're not aware only that you're guilty, how will you work on that I should not feel guilty? Am I right? You're trying to understand the emotion, you're trying to um, name it probably. Okay, this is what it is. If I say it's kind of an acceptance also, right? If I am a harsh person, if I'm an angry person, this is the first step. I'm aware I'm an angry person, right? And I want to work on it. I genuinely want to work on it. For another person, it may never be visible because my anger reduced from 100% to 99%, which there is no difference to the other person. You are still angry. That's it. But your awareness has stopped you so many times to bring that anger every time. So, are we noticing? Noticing is the first step. It's very important. Notice your actions, notice your um the way you're dealing with it. Even your thoughts for that matter. What are you thinking about your own self? Forget what others have to think about you, right? Sometimes we are even talking and we realize that the other person is talking, but you didn't hear a single word. You're sitting amne samne on a table, having a cup of tea with the person, but you've not heard a single word. How many times it happens? Awareness. You noticed that you were not there in that conversation. So the other elements that will come in the following days, it will start from awareness where you're creating space for these elements also to understand. So today, what are we doing? We're just creating that space. We are creating that awareness, right? Anybody can give examples. Something that you, okay, when I'm speaking all this, Ashu felt yesterday, ka, Shesha felt ki, my child was crying. Anybody else can relate to something that is happening currently in their life? Anybody else?
Yeah, can I? It's interesting. I was thinking in Australia, there is such an expectation to be doing something all the time, to be productive, and that notion of taking space or time seems to it at times seems to be considered selfish. So even in taking space and time, it's almost a thing that creates its own guilt, if
Yes.
that makes sense, because
Yes.
you're supposedly not being seen as productive.
So these judgments are passed by people which don't allow us to see ourselves. We are so scared of the judgment that people will pass, right? We don't want to be one of those people that they keep a tag. They don't give us one more tag. We already have a lot of labels. When at home, we've already been told you're not doing enough, for example. Now, when you have to hear it in the office space also, we are not in that capacity to listen. But what is it that can you can do beyond? When I say you're not productive in your capacity, for example, you say that this job was given to me to call this person, to email them, to do a particular task. You did everything. You did two things more than what they had even told you to do. But if that didn't work out, does it make you a non-productive person? Now that person's perception towards you,
Yep.
right? Can we change it? Is it your responsibility to change the perception of the other person? And
No.
if you give that right to the other person, so there are how many people standing in queue that you have to change perception of? Will you ever be able to meet yourself? Because you're just trying to be something that the other person wants you to be. Whichever role you play, right? Whichever role you play, you are just trying to be something else. Am I correct? Is this
Yep.
making sense?
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Yep.
So we go ahead. Okay, while you were noticing, tell me something. Was it difficult for you to notice? When I'm saying notice the thing, how difficult is it? It's not difficult, right?
Not at all. Not
Not
at
at
all.
all. So we are just starting there. Any action, anything starts from the space of awareness. Thoughts, as you know, are endless. Can somebody say how many thoughts you have? Can you count? How many thoughts you have? Endless thoughts. Emotions, you can't even think of the emotions we go through in a day. Forget naming it. Forget naming it. The up and down of emotions that we go through is unlimited. And before we can even feel one, the second one is already piled up. Even if it is a happy emotion, we don't get the time to process it. Do we ever get? At least I feel or sometimes I feel maybe it is just being in the present moment. When you are into this and you want to be in the present moment all the time, I feel either I'm not even able to see what I did in the past moment. Okay, if I did something good, let me enjoy that moment that I did. But the next moment demands something else only from you. When are we sitting with ourselves to see this? The roles, again, the identities that we are carrying, forget the roles that we are playing, but as Jane said, immediately you're tagged as you are a non productive person or you're not genuinely being honest about something. So those tags are additional to the roles that we are playing. The labels just get added on day by day. And we just want to clear those which are not even ours. A child said, my father is very angry and abusive. For what? He had a traumatic past. Fine. But is it the child's responsibility to make everything fine for him? Today, every parent wants their child to do something because they couldn't achieve in their past. Is it the child's responsibility to complete those dreams for the parents? No. So
No,
is it our
no.
responsibility? Is it our responsibility to keep up to the expectations of everybody around us? This doesn't mean that we run away from our roles, responsibilities. No, I'm not telling you to run away. These are two different things. When you're doing it out of choice, when you're doing it out of love, it's a very different thing. I want to do this job because I love doing it. I want to do this job because I am financially weak and I need to earn that money. This is also acceptance. This is also awareness. It is nothing wrong. I am taking care of my baby because this is my priority. This doesn't take away my core self from me, right? Does anybody have the right to take that from you? Or can anybody take it away from you? No. Only thing that happens is that it takes time for you to come back to meet that person. We have moved so ahead in life that we've forgotten to go and meet back. Judgments, as we say, unlimited again. आप नीचे उतरोगे लिफ्ट में आप खाली आपका मूड you were not in a good mood so you didn't say hi to that person that one particular day. But how you were judged, she is a very khadoos person. She's a cunning person. She doesn't even say hi to the neighbor. But that was just one of a time that happened like that. And maybe the experience was different. Last time I said hi to somebody in the lift, but they didn't turn up to say hi to me, and it was very odd for me. And I don't want to say hi to strangers now. So this is my experience which built me or brought me here, right? Let the other person feel whatever they are. Each one of our journey is so different. It is so unique. I would say unique, you know, whether it's ups and downs or whether it's only roses. But we've become who we are today because of that journey, right? It has taught us, it has built us strong. Today I personally feel, for the challenges that came in my life, every morning I wake up and I say thank you to those challenges. And that time that came, today it was different because you deal away differently now. But that time when you couldn't deal with it, you worked so hard on yourself that you connected with yourself. If that situation wouldn't have arisen, I wouldn't have been me. Some people, the most difficult people in your life are the ones who allow you to be who you are at the end of the day. right? So, yes, our dreams, our expectations. Yes, Shesha, you can go ahead.
Could you please explain the last line that you said a little bit in depth? Like, how are people who allow you to be yourself, how are they difficult? Like, I didn't get that part.
So, at the moment when they are difficult with you, it's very toxic, correct? Because you can't deal with them. Now, then there are two choices for you. When people go in depression, when people go in anxiety because of certain people, there are two choices. Either you fall in it, you're falling in the trap, or you choose to race from there. I will not allow anybody to drag me in the pit hole when I'm giving my best, right? Now, what you do is you start learning from there. You start making your choices. It may be silent ones. It may not be reciprocating. It may not be back answering them, but you silently choose to stay away from them. Like if there is a conversation between two people which is creating a fight or a misunderstanding, you choose to remain silent because you feel ki it's no point talking and I don't want to waste my energy on this conversation. I rather save it for going and having my cup of tea peacefully. So now what you do is you've created an invisible wall in front of you. So this will come eventually. See, when you're about to burst out, there are two things. Either you will completely back off from there or you will get into a war. Either ways, you will come out stronger only. 2 years down the line from there, you will come and tell everybody that story. This person made me fight. This person made me go silent. And this is how I've dealt. And this is my journey. And you are nobody to judge me in my life how I have reached here. Am I right? Even today, whatever our journeys are, there might have been some time in school that some friend said something. It could be a teacher who was always appreciating another kid and always put you down. It could be your family member when there are two, three siblings and one is doing very well. It could be your cousins, usko hamisha 95% came and you were a 60% student. Even the tiniest of the conversations will definitely help you come out from there. Today, when you've grown from there, can we sit back and say thank you for those challenges which hurt you at that point of time and made you who you are today? Right? Okay. If you can notice it, can you be it? What does this mean? Anybody, can you say something about it? If you can notice it, can you be it?
What does that mean? If you
So
can notice it,
if I can notice my anger, am I the anger? If I am If I can
no.
notice my anger, am I the anger or I am just the observer of that anger? If I can notice my guilt, am I the guilt or am I just the observer of the guilt? For
So I think
example,
it's
you're sitting in front of a lake and there are leaves floating on water. If you jump in the water, do you become the leaf? No. You're still observing the leaf. Thoughts, emotions in ours, is also like the leaf. They will always be the leaf. But what do? We become the anger. We become the guilt. So awareness helps you to see the shift. Awareness will always guide you towards this direction that yes, okay, you are angry, but you are not anger. You are a mother, but you are not a bad mother as defined by people, right? You are the role, but you also are yourself. Can we relate to this? When we are happy for those few moments. Those temporary happiness of buying, shopping, going for a movie, having a dinner. Does it make you that? Anybody? If my mind is racing with thoughts today, am I the thoughts? Do I say, am I the mind?
Is it something to do with like you have a certain soul? Your soul is defined, but everything else are fleeting moments. So the way you said it, if you're angry, you don't become the anger. It's like when they say like gussa sir pe nahi chadna chahiye kind of a thing. So it does not define your soul, it just defines that moment for you from where you pass on after that point in time.
Yes, absolutely. Again, I'm telling you, for each one of us, the experience will be different. The understanding will be different because we are all at different thought processes right now. Again, it's no right, no wrong. Take your time to understand, take your time to observe. Okay, because maybe one of us is feeling guilt or going through a huge transition of guilt. Somebody is going through anger. Somebody is going through something very different, you know. And somebody may be happy but still feeling that emptiness within, that there is something lacking in me. I have the world's luxury, I have everything, but why is there hollowness within me? So each one of our understanding would be very different, and we will leave to you. We are not defining, we are not coming up with any conclusions. This whole journey is not here to give you an answer, it is for you to find your answer. We are giving you a direction to observe, to see. Yeah. Yes, Jane.
I really like that. My husband died a few years ago, and sometimes my kids say to me, "Oh, you're really sad," and I've said, I have sadness. Yes, I at times am sad, at times I'm happy, but yes, there's a lot of sadness around his passing for me, but at the same time, it's nice to see, like, I'm not a sad person. But yes, am sad at times, and I really like that bit that I can. To me, I feel like I need to own my sadness. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to grieve. Grief will live with me forever, I'm sure. Like anyone who lost a life partner, um, but it doesn't define me in a way that says I'm this sad, miserable person. It just is. Sometimes I hear a song on the radio that reminds me of him, or I'm talking to Ashu
It's
and he
absolutely.
reminds
And
me
see,
of
when
him.
this is also saying, are you grieving? You know, are you
Yes,
grieving about it? Are you even given a chance to grieve? You know, Today kids say that don't feel sad or, let that pass by. It's okay. I think we also know it's okay. We know that person is gone and things will be okay tomorrow. But can I get that moment of grieving? Can I get that moment of being sad, which is okay? And there may be times where you're actually feeling free also. So many years, as couples, we give our life to each other,
yes,
you know, and sometimes we feel that this was the time we needed. Okay, it's fine. I just want to sit and relax. Can you not come and ask me how I'm feeling?
exactly.
And it's nothing wrong
Exactly.
about it.
But it's okay. Yeah, I'm like, it's nothing
Yeah.
wrong about it.
There
It's
are
wrong
moments
to,
we miss, but there are even moments where we wanted to just be ourselves. The
yes,
other person may have never given you, or may have given you very few chances of who you are today, or who you always wanted to be, you know. So this doesn't make you happy for him going, but it also satisfies your soul today because it's giving you an opportunity to be who you are.
yeah,
Now, you can't explain these terminologies or these answers or these questions to your people around you, and it is not needed. And that is why journaling is important, because this validates your thoughts, it validates your emotions.
yeah.
And specifically, I see that the older generation, or probably, once you pass that 60s, most of the husband wives don't even want to stay in the same room. They are so tired with each other, they want their own spaces. Now, nobody wishes that one person goes away, but it's the part and parcel of life. It's okay. And one day, even I may have to go. I have to go. I may know I will have to go one day. And till then, let me live my life, right? It could be the next moment. It could be next 1 year. It could be next 10 years. Can I just explore my life my way now? No? So, yes, can you notice who you are? So, when we say that हमारे thoughts are mine, we are not that, let them come and pass by. Don't judge your thoughts also. Don't judge why am I feeling sad. Just accept it. Okay, I'm feeling sad. Acknowledge it. Today, when kids come and talk to us, they don't want solutions from us, right? When they come and say, ki friends, this is a problem with our friends, and this one did this one did that, you'll say, why don't you behave? Or, you try to be a patch up between the two of them. I'm not asking you a solution. Do you want to listen? Just listen. Don't give me answers. Don't give me solutions. Similarly, awareness is that I know, okay, this is going by, go. No problem. So, as Jane said, she's aware that she's sad. She's aware that she's fine. She's aware that she's missing him. She's aware that multiple emotions are coming at the same time. She may not be in a position to express it out in a way that a person can understand it beautifully, right? Maybe socially we are so, again, on that autopilot mode. Ki if I say I'm fine, what will people think about me? How is she fine? You can't even say that I'm fine. Even if you're fine, you can't even say that. People will judge you for that also. And that's the irony of life. It's the worst thing. So, yes, so let's understand this one particular thing that we are not what looks like. We are not the labels. Somebody says, you're both lazy as she gets up late in the morning. She's the most lazy person on the planet. The person who's waking up in late in the morning, go ask that person, why is she waking up late? Right? Is the body lethargic? Is the body not giving her the strength to wake up in the morning? Maybe she's not getting sleep in the night. She's trying to put an effort to sleep. नहीं हो रहा है, whatever it is. Does that make you lazy? No. Given an opportunity, you may be on four legs to do everything. So we don't become that. That's the point to it. So then who am I? If I'm not that, then who am I? Who am I? If I'm not my thoughts, if I'm not my anger, if I'm not my emotions, then who am I? Again, it's simple. This question will stay with you for the next 7 days. We are not in a rush, right? This is a self discovery that you need to do. As we say, every answer begins with a question. If you will not question, will you get an answer? There was a point of time in my life when my spiritual guru had made me do some sadhana or some activity or some meditation where or by even reading a book, I felt that this is someone who I am. And I'm not supposed to be here where I am. Why am I even here? Why am I even existing in this house when I'm not that person only? For 3 consecutive days, I have been crying and crying without a spoken word. My husband is asking me, why are you crying? I said, just let me cry. I don't know what is the reason, but he was aware that I'm reading a book or I'm going through some sadhana or there is something that I'm doing. He allowed me, or probably he gave me that space, to even cry. Or how do I tell him that I'm not supposed to be here? Okay. When I spoke to my guide or my mentor, he's like, if it's hurting you so much, if it's paining you so much, you decide you want to stop your journey here of understanding who you are, or you continue understanding that you've come here to complete your roles. It is very easy to leave everyone and go in the forest and meditate. हमको disturbance नहीं चाहिए. We don't want disturbance. It is equally very difficult to sit in the same ambience, to sit with the same people and become who you are, trying to understand yourself. It's your choice. It's a journey. Am I right? How many of you are there with your choice? I choose to be a mother, I choose to be a loving mother, and I will do anything for my child. That's my choice. It's not a force somebody has put on me, right? So, discovering I'm a soul who loves to dance, will I stop taking care of my child? No. What I will do, I will also be a mother and I will also choose dance. It could be a few minutes in a day where I'm shutting my room and nobody sees me dancing. It's perfectly fine. I don't want to be a dancer on the stage. I want to be the dancer of my soul. My soul wants to dance. I want to give that opportunity to my soul. One fine day, how you will reach on the stage, you will never know, but you will be there, right? But what is the first step? Knowing. Being aware of what you want, who you are, what are your choices, why you want to do them, right? Is it by force? Is it by compulsion? Or is it because your soul is craving for it? And when you will understand that, you will do every other responsibility perfectly because you will make sure that this time of mine, even if it's 30 minutes in a day, should not be bothered by anyone. So you will do everything perfectly so that nobody bothers you there. When you want to travel, you will complete your task beforehand. आप लंच बैग बना दोगे, खाना बना दोगे, पैकिंग भी हो जाएगी क्योंकि आपको टाइम पे निकलना है, right? So when you know what your soul wants, when you know who you are, and this is the time I need to dedicate to myself, or this is what it is demanding me, you will do everything else to get what you want. Am I right? Any questions here? Journey is never easy. Never easy. Even if you have to travel, you have to book a ticket, talk to the vendor, find the prices, best prices, hotels कौन से हैं, packages क्या है, घर पे maid है कि नहीं है, if elders are there, will they be taken care of behind, if my business is there, will it be taken care or no? Journey is never easy. So create space for awareness. That's most simple, beautiful journey of life. It is not a compulsion to be perfect. It's not a compulsion to be aware each and every moment, but as and when you can come back, please come back. Life is short or long, I don't know. I don't want to comment on it. Life is short, enjoy it. No. I feel whatever it is in this moment. See, I started my journey with dreams. Okay, they're beautiful lesson. Dreams we don't know whether they're going to come true or no. That these visions, whatever it was dreams. Then it became like, okay, mountains and then clouds and the sky and the space. And I would look at it and I would wonder, wow, itna mast hai. God has made the world so beautiful. What are we doing? We are sulking. So everything that was far, you're seeing the stars, you're seeing the moon, you're connecting with them. Then came that God gave me this opportunity. Or, when you start into this journey, everything becomes more beautiful. It starts coming into your life. Then we started getting connecting to nature. We got an apartment which is close to nature. So sitting by the riverside, sitting at the lakeside, a golf course, you're walking and you're connecting. Okay, fine. Again, it's little. So you came from dreams which were very far to mountains where you cannot reach, to river which is still close by. You're sitting at the, and then a dog walks into my life. He shows me that there is a flower down on the ground. We miss out life's beautiful things and they teach us so well. He's teaching me on the next step, he can lick the shit on the ground and I have to stop him, which we don't see. I'm still looking at the mountain, but he is looking down. See here, be now, be present. Can we just be there? Can we see ourselves here? In this moment, what is the best I can? If it's not in my hands, why am I running or chasing behind it? And if it's meant for me, it will come from anywhere. So with this, I would say that yes, again, take your time to go through the worksheets, whatever we've not written, write it down. Try to understand, analyze. Maybe your answers change right now after listening. Don't change your two questions that you have written for sure. Let them be there for the next 7 days. And after 7 days, when you open, so this is how it is. And allow space for awareness for your next elements also, because without space, there is no air. Without space, there is no water. Without space, there is no fire. With this, thank you so much. This is Sakshi. Any questions? I'm here to answer. Please allow me a moment. Yes, sorry. Any questions? I'm here. Anything that you felt, anything that, what is your key takeaway from today? Anyone? Yes, Shisha?
Uh, I think the one thing is that while doing a lot for others that you do through the day and through your life, is don't forget yourself. I think that was the biggest learning for me.
So this is something that you are aware of today, which will be the seed for you growing into a plant and a tree. All the best. Thank you. Yes, anyone else?
Yeah, I
Yes,
could
Ashu.
relate to what you said about the question you asked. I was confused that meant, and you explained it so well that when about the leaf in the pond, even if you jump, you can't become the leaf.
The
So it's
leaf. Yeah,
the same way the sad emotion or the happy emotion is just a part. It's not you, but
it's
it's
not
a
you.
part of you. Keep observing
Yeah.
it.
Thank you, Ashu. Yes, Vijaya.
I loved your session. It made me very conscious of a lot of things we just sometimes I think how we miss life sometimes.
Yeah.
My question was, I don't know, maybe I'm saying something a little personal or whatever, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Please
I,
do.
yeah, so I do feel sometimes for a long time now, I'm feeling somewhere fed up of life. And, I'm trying to work this out. I'm aware of it, but I don't know what to do with it. So I want to remove that fed up feeling. I want
Yeah,
to, what I am saying, that fed
yeah.
up and I want to run away or something like that. So I'm not able to deal with it. I mean, I don't know what to do with it. I'm aware of it, but I don't know what to do about it.
So you've written down this question. So I will allow you to write
What?
the third question for yourself. Okay, the worksheet that I've sent.
Hmm.
There are two questions or two thoughts that have been hindering you for the past 1 month or 1 week or 15 days, and you're not able to get a
This is
clarity.
yours. Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
is for
I'm saying
years.
even if it is for years, now I'm counting it for the past 1 month. You write this
Hmm.
down.
Hmm.
Don't judge yourself for the next 7 days. Okay, the
Okay.
next seven
Hmm.
days, let this unfold, let this journey unfold. with elements. And on the seventh day, I want you to answer me this. But come here with an
Okay.
open mind. Don't try to judge yourself at everything. Okay, as we say, create space, let the thoughts come, but don't let it settle in you so much. As we said कि pond में leaf गिरा है, ठीक है, आपके वो thoughts गिरे हैं उसमें, but you are not those thoughts. You are something that exists beyond that thought. So try to meet that person, and then we'll come back to that question. ठीक है?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Yes, anyone? Jane, would you like to say something?
No, I really have enjoyed your session. You've really been fabulous. And please know that my Hindi is not great, but I do have a little bit of I do understand.
Yes,
So,
yes, absolutely.
so I'm loving being in the Indian environment again.
Yeah.
I miss you.
So sometimes, even if we are not of the same thought process, when we hear, when Vijaya said that, I don't know if I should ask, it's a personal question. But there are so many of us who are filled with questions and don't have the courage to ask. And she may not even know that unknowingly she's asking this question for someone else, and someone else is getting that answer. So whoever can build up that courage, please open up, please ask. It is completely, for me, it's a non-judgmental space. Truly, and I'm here for you all, whatever, anytime. Even if you still have something that you want to share, the group is open. There are 4 coaches in the group. If not me, they will respond to you. And we all 4 of us are sharing the journey together. So it's not that I conducted the sessions, only I'll be, attending you all. You will be getting the point of views from everyone. So please take the most use of it, I would say take advantage of it. So thank you so much. Yes, Subramaniam ji, we are at 5:13 already. Would you like to say something before we take a leave?
No, there's really a good session.
Thank you.
You have elaborated very more on awareness because
Yes.
all the problem in life comes because of awareness only.
Yes.
See, I will tell you a simple example. Husband and wife are fighting daily,
Really.
but they are not fighting silly matters. Now, how to solve this?
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And see,
silly matters.
yeah. And see, I always tell, even, when my daughter is there, when we fight, I say, we will not go and fight with strangers. We fight with our loved ones. Only we argue with our loved ones. It's like some frustration of something else. We come and remove it with our loved ones. If we give that space of understanding at times, that the fight doesn't stay for longer than 5 to 10 minutes. We become normal
Yes.
as well. So, yeah, it's the journey of life and it's beautiful.
No. My solution is for this. When I got your lecture awareness, I always say husband and wife say when the husband gets angry, wife should say promise. When the wife gets angry, husband will say promise. Promise means we should not fight. That awareness, if they bring it, immediately that will be stopped.
Yes, yes, yes,
you
yes.
know, this is what my thought process actually when I listen to you.
Yes,
There
you
should
will
not be
find
any
your
problem.
answers, and it's so good. Like suppose if you both decide to
Yeah.
do this, and you will start
Yes.
laughing, in that fight, you will
Yes,
start
absolutely.
laughing. Oh shit, we had to remember this, Okay, fine, thank you
No,
for bringing this.
yeah. Simply you say promise बोलेगा तो awareness आ
Yeah,
जाएगा.
absolutely.
That means you will stop your fight.
Yes, yes.
This is the
Nice.
solution that I want to give you after listening to your, this thing. Anyhow,
Yes, and
these
maybe
are
it is
all.
helpful to many more.
No, this is practical. Everybody is
Yeah.
fighting. I'm telling you.
Yes,
Don't
yes, yes.
don't be carried away. All husband wives are fighting. Only when they fight, the affection is there.
Yes.
Anyhow, nice lectures. Nice lectures. Very
Okay.
good. Please carry
Thank
on.
you. Thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
with
yeah.
this, we will not take a leave for the day. We will be beginning a new journey from here on for the next 7 days. So, welcome to this journey. Come with open eyes, open heart, open mind, and welcome. So, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, same day. Do complete your journals if possible. Any questions, any queries, if you want to send on personal chat, it's okay. If you send on the group, that's also fine. Both ways work well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.